So there was another little scuffle in the Bills training camp yesterday. Apparently Greg Rousseau took a swing at Stefon Diggs. There's really no reason for it as far as I'm concerned, and Diggs just went back at him. They made up, but after the fight, Von Miller was asked about it, and he said, "Greg is a demon. I've been feeding him gunpowder and gasoline." What is Von Miller doing to our team? Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Happy Friday, thank God. It just feels like this 1 week has lasted a month, has it not? Anyway, today's video we are going to be doing the Q&A because you guys were so nice as to give me thousands of questions. So I'm just gonna start scrolling and going, and I'm gonna answer as many as I can. One quick thing before we hop into the video, two quick things. I gotta remember this. Head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, it's 30% off this weekend. And also, if you're over the age of 18 and you would like to download the daily fantasy app Prize Picks, you can use code WyattzWorld to get up to $100 back of your first deposit. Always play responsibly, and let's hop into the video. Alright, so the first question we're going to start with is actually on Twitter, and it's from Tiger, and it is a fantasy football question. He is asking who is my must-have in fantasy and who is someone I will never take. So a couple of players heading into this year that I think are must-haves: Travis Etienne, Brandon Cooks, Jerry Jeudy. Players I will not touch in fantasy football: CMC, Saquon Barkley, Miles Sanders, never again. Up at the top here, we got another NFL question on YouTube from Cameron Khan. I think you're in my Twitch comments all the time, but he's saying, do I believe if Kelvin Johnson played longer, he would be the greatest wide receiver of all time? No, because if you don't already think he's the greatest wide receiver of all time, I don't think he would have been, because if he would have continued to play, it would have actually ruined his career. Guys, he had like 13 concussions or something crazy. Like, he needed to leave. Here's another good question on YouTube from Logan Shanks. He says, how long do you plan on doing the 5 videos a week schedule with 2 shorts on the weekends? Man, I've already been doing that for what, a year and a half? I mean, you don't fix what's not broken, right? But at the same time, and I have probably talked about this in several videos, you gotta kind of watch after things such as mental health, making sure you have time for friends and family, and honestly, just being outside is super important. So pretty much I plan on doing this schedule until it starts to really inflict, those things. Not gonna lie though, maybe next summer just doing Monday through Thursday videos would be nice. Here's another question from Spider on YouTube. It says, if you could have your own G Fuel flavor, what would it be and what would it be called? Well, the flavor would either be the orange Tic Tac or it would be pear. What would it be called? I'd probably call it the Mafia Mule instead of the Moscow Mule, Bill's Mafia. Here's a question asking about how I became a Bills fan. Guys, if I answer that one more time, I'm going to lose about half of my subscribers because I have answered that 6,000 times. I'm sorry, I cannot answer that again. Go back to any of my old Q&As. Here's one from Scythe. He says, if you could play one video game for your entire life, what would it be? Probably Pokemon, honestly. I would have said Skyrim, but I'm kind of bored of Skyrim now because I've played it so many times. If you were expecting me to say Madden, you guys are insane. Sam Webster says, if you got a second dog, what breed would it be? It's already in the works. It's going to either be a black lab or a golden retriever. If it's a black lab, its name is going to be Vader. If he's a golden retriever, his name is going to be Allen, after Josh Allen. That will not be till I get a house, though, and that won't be till 2023 at the earliest, so we still got at least 6 months. Sour Tim here says, I'd take Mariota over Jimmy 10 out of 10 times, and you would lose 10 out of 10 games. Congratulations. Ingram Prod said, would Shrek be a good defensive lineman? What the fuck? He would be elite on any line he went on. What is Shrek's dimensions? Between 7 and 8 feet tall. About 450 pounds, dude. If he was your center, it would be game over. Mason Kerner says, this NFL season, what is your one surprise team to make the playoffs? Now, I'm going to give you a team that I don't think is going to make it, but I could see it happening if everything works out the way they want it to. The Panthers. They have a really good looking team over there, man. It's all up to Matt Rule then, and I think he's a piece of shit. But, hey, Mike McCarthy can win a Super Bowl, so can he. Markel Fultz here says, would you rather the Timberwolves and Twins win a championship or the Bills win a Super Bowl? Give me the Super Bowl. Sarah Schwister says, what is the loudest you have screamed at the TV in live football? Off the top of my head, Sarah, I can't think of a specific moment, but I know I yelled for the Hail Murray really loud. And I remember specifically, I think in the same season when the Bills played the Titans, I freaked out when Tannehill ran a touchdown in because the Bills were just getting whopped. Also, when Justin Jefferson lost the Vikings the game against the Dallas Cowboys when they faced Andy Dalton and Ben DiNucci, dropped a wide open first down that would have won us the game. Obviously, I've forgiven him. Question, from childhood to now, what's your favorite championship changes in WWE? What are you asking? Like, title holders or actual titles? I'm guessing you're talking title holders. Kofi winning it at WrestleMania was amazing. Cena tying Ric Flair's record against AJ at the Rumble was awesome. Rey Mysterio winning it at WrestleMania 22 was amazing. There's a bunch of them, man. Stimpsy, who is your favorite baseball player that is not on the Twins? Bryce Harper. Got his jersey right over there on the wall. I know it's out of the shot, but it's there. Here's one of my tweets where I said multiverses, more like multi-curses, and this guy replied with WyattzWorld, more like bad takes. It says right here you follow me, bro, but I can help you. Here's one from Hayden Morrison. He says, question, have you ever successfully convinced your dad you didn't throw your Xbox controller directly at the TV? No, but here's the thing. I have absolutely zero reason to lie about it. To this day, I will tell you what happened. Bounced off the floor, went right into the screen. Question, what is the rarest card you've pulled out of packs? Trey Lance Stained Glass. It's a card that, this guy. Got it from a Walmart blaster that was $35, and I think this card is going on eBay for like $450 to $500 ungraded. Pretty crazy. Ryan Fandrick says, would you rather eat Arby's for a month or play Madden for the rest of your life? Well, I'm already gonna play Madden for the rest of my life. It's my job, my guy. And I'm not eating Arby's, no. Football question, fully healthy CMC is top 3 best running backs ever? That's one of the top 3 most ridiculous comments I've ever seen. Crazy Parrot Gaming, what was your worst moment during high school? Probably not the worst, but the dumbest thing, and I think I've said this before, but when we switched schools from, middle school to high school, our old middle school principal walked in the lunchroom and I just felt invincible apparently as a 9th grader and I just flicked him off. Immediately went in the office. Cap Crazy 81 says, who was your favorite sports player as a kid? Doesn't have to be NFL. Well, good, because I didn't watch sports as a kid. Didn't really start paying attention to sports until 2012 about. So I'll say a WWE wrestler and John Cena or Rey Mysterio for sure. G. Kerr says, question, how did you choose Buxton as your pet? I didn't choose him, he chose me. Pulled up and got out of my car and there was an entire litter of puppies sitting inside a house and they were all scared. Besides him, he came barreling out at me and ran right up to me. I picked him up and said, okay, you're the one, and I bought him and we left. And I don't like to really use this term when I talk about women, but the lady who was selling him was an absolute stupid bitch. Todd and Jake asked me, who is my favorite current rapper? Rap is trash, dude. Seriously, I guess garbage now. I don't like it at all. If I had to listen to one person, it's gonna be Eminem. But like Jack Harlow, Travis Scott, Drake, especially Drake, no. Max Brandon says, question, what is your thoughts on Shohei Ohtani and the Angels? I don't think he will be on the Angels that long. I think they are paying Trout a lot of money. I think they still have Rendon that they owe a lot of money to. I could see him getting traded for a ton this offseason. LTR Outdoors says, whose suspension would you take away, Deshaun or D-Hop? I'd let the guy go who didn't sexually assault like 25 girls. Q&A, who is your most hated Patriots player of all time? If it isn't Brady, it's not Brady. I don't hate Tom Brady. I never did hate Tom Brady. I've always respected Tom Brady just like I've always respected Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, and this is going to sound probably ridiculous, but I have always hated Julian Edelman. Always thought he was overrated, still think he's overrated, don't care to ever fucking see him play again. James John, does Madden give bad ratings intentionally to get people to recognize your game? You are asking a question you already know the answer to, sir. I have said that in like 3 YouTube videos and 4 Twitch streams. Will B, who is your favorite Minnesota Twin of all time? Torrey Hunter or Joe Mauer, one of the two. Whose prime was more memorable, Bo Jackson or Odell? Dude, I wasn't alive when Bo Jackson, I don't know. Just judging off his highlights, I would definitely say Bo Jackson though, man. I mean, Odell was great, but this guy, I don't know how to pronounce your name, saying, how's your personal life? Any girls, my man? Dude, I wish. There is nothing up here. Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't go out of my house. I don't like to go into public. I don't like being around a ton of people. But all the dating apps that I've tried to use, brutal. So I wish I could give you a good answer on that, but unfortunately there are no ladies still. JR, why is Madden so bad? I wish I could answer that, my man. It's a question we all wonder day in and day out. What is your favorite video game series of all time? Spyro. This game right here, man. And it's remastered and it's really fun, and I would love to do a 100% playthrough on Twitch, but I know that I would have 600 kids in there screaming at me to go play Madden. And if you're wondering if that was me passive-aggressively kind of reminding you guys not to go into my Twitch and request me to play other games, it absolutely was. Because my last YouTube reminder did not work. I don't want to stop streaming, guys, but I will, man. It's mad annoying. Question, what's the most overrated movie franchise we'll go with on that? I'll say something I've seen before. I was gonna say Lord of the Rings, but I bet you it's like Star Wars, and if I actually watched it, I would love it. All right, here we go. You guys are gonna hate me for it. Not Jurassic Park, but Jurassic World. They all suck. And we'll end with a funny question here from Bacon Man. What was the weirdest place a fan recognized you? I was on my friend's party bus out at like a St. Patrick's Day parade in Minnesota. I walked into a porta potty to take a piss, and when I walked out, 2 guys followed me and waited for me to get done peeing and walk out of the porta potty to say hi. That was pretty fucking weird. Alright guys, but that is going to be it for today's Q&A video. I hope I got a lot of questions done, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did like this video, you guys already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my best to post on this channel every single day. With everything I just said, I'm going to hop off and get this thing edited so you guys can watch it on time. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and as always, I will see you in the next video.